Okay, it's 6:23. I'm going to call the meeting of the Executive Committee to order for Wednesday, February the 25th. There's one item that's going to be in camera. I assume it's going to be in camera because I think somebody's going to hold it, that we will deal with after we're through the Executive Committee meeting. We're going to start with items for discussion, which is 2.1 and 2.2. I'm looking for members of Executive Committee to, I'll tell you where I'm at on it, to approve this with the caveat that it's part of the requests for feedback that we just gave to staff on parking. It wouldn't make sense to get them to do separate reports and then come back with a counter recommendation to what is being considered overall. So if I could have a member of executive, perfect, Councillor Hamilton, and seconded by the Deputy Mayor. So I'm going to treat 2.1 and 2.2 at the same time. All those in favor? It's approved unanimously. We're going to go 2.3 afterwards, and I'm making up time here, folks. I apologize, but I think we've got a big conversation to have in 2.3. So we're going to go into strategic plan updates. And Mr. Schmidt, I'm going to give that over to you. You get to give all the fun stuff over to somebody else, and then you get to end up with the not so fun stuff. So why don't we start where we usually end?
All right, Mayor Nuttall, you will start with the encampment update. So a brief update to members of committee. So the City of Barrie continues to make progress well into the emergency order in addressing encampments throughout the city. Currently, we have no known encampments on city-owned properties. That being said, our encampment response team continues to monitor multiple locations in which recent activity has been reported, but again, no physical encampments are there. This outcome is a direct result of the strong collaboration between the city, the County of Simcoe, and the Barrie Police Service. Through these joint efforts, the city has successfully addressed 99 sites on city-owned and private property. Based on recent reports provided by the County of Simcoe, there are currently 643 individuals experiencing homelessness in Barrie. This is a slight increase from the 641 that was reported last month. Just further updates from the county. The county is in the final preparation to open its 40-unit bridge housing facility at 113 Tiffin. This project is designed to provide supportive housing and on-site services for individuals experiencing homelessness with complex or high acuity needs. Individuals will begin to be transitioned into these units in the coming months. The county has not yet finalized which service providers will be involved in the bridge housing program. However, it's anticipated that several different service operators will be in place to support this initiative. And just finally, over the past several weeks, shelter spaces and warming centers throughout the region, including the City of Barrie, have consistently reached full capacity and in some cases have been operating beyond capacity to ensure no one is turned away. And happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Schmidt. I'll give the thanks to you if you can pass it on to your team. And I know obviously the clerk's present here tonight, but if you can pass on to everyone involved, the disbelief that we had managed to get to the point where we've gotten on encampments was vocalized when we were in Alberta. And I think there was a lot of good communication going on that front, and probably there's going to need to be some plugging in of our folks with their folks to kind of discuss how that we've managed to achieve that. The number, the one thing stands out, and I can take this offline. I'm not looking for an answer. If you can check on the number of homeless people in the City of Barrie versus the County of Simcoe, like are we seeing people in Barrie go into homelessness, or are we seeing people move from outside of the City of Barrie, inside of the county, into the services in Barrie? Because how we get to that number, I think, is really important as to how we track forward. Is that okay to get for us? Yeah. Any questions for Mr. Schmidt on that update just now? Okay. We're going to jump into the even funner stuff. My wife would get mad at me for using funner. Mr. Hughes, I think that's you.
Your Worship, members of committee. So on the Performing Arts Centre, the Rec and Culture staff have met with various stakeholders to develop programming options for the additional space being incorporated into the design. The design team is now reviewing how the added space integrates with the overall building and site, as well as the related cost impacts for the options being considered. A pre-consult meeting with development services and designated authorities is scheduled for next month. And staff continue to work with the environmental risk management team and related consultants, and will complete further investigations as required throughout the duration of the project. I don't have an update on the sports field. Lakehead University construction work at 24 Maple Avenue continues. Staff have begun planning work related to the installation of furniture, fitments, and equipment alongside with the Lakehead team. And the major construction of the work is expected to be completed by the end of June or so. Back-of-house work, construction work at 5 Ross has also begun and will continue for the remainder of the winter and early spring. Construction work within the current Georgian College space won't begin until May. We think it's important to let them finish their semester first. Infrastructure work is occurring along McKay and Huronia, so there's no update on the rec center, but there's work happening in the neighborhood. Seacadet South Shore project team is currently following up on comments received through the site plan application process. Final design revisions are being made to incorporate comments received, and the team expects to submit a formal building permit package next month. And it's not on the agenda, but I can also tell you about the Northwest Library Branch, Ward 5. As a follow-up to last month's Committee of Adjustment approval, the landlord has provided base building plans for the expanded library unit, which staff, in coordination with the library personnel, are using for interior design purposes. So that one's moved along as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Hughes. Any questions from members of either Executive Committee or members at large? Yes, Councillor Hamilton.
Just a very quick question, and I might have missed it. Speak quickly, so do I. The Recreation Center, sorry, could I just get a better understanding of where that's at in the process?
Sure, through your worship to Councillor Hamilton. So we're not doing active work right now. There's work in the neighborhood, so it's all the infrastructure work, the pipes and that sort of thing out on the roadways. We've done some early kind of investigations, more kind of like noodling exercises really are the things that we're doing this year, the paper desktop sort of exercises. So it's not really active. We don't have money in our capital plan until next year to do significant work. So this is more archaeology and ESAs and that sort of that type of report that we'll be working on throughout the year.
Okay, so any actual planning exercises would not begin to 2027, is that what I'm understanding?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
So any planning work would not begin until 2027, is that?
Correct, detailed planning. So we have done high-level planning. We've done space site layouts, that sort of thing are already there.
Yeah.
And we're doing kind of what we can do. We're not getting into detailed design really until late this year, early next year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Any other questions or comments with regards to the updates from Mr. Hughes? I'm seeing none. There's no financial updates. That's a good thing because we're sitting pretty. So if there's an update, it's probably not that it's getting better. Any other business? Seeing none. Okay, can I get a motion to go in camera on Mr. Robert Barrie? I have Councillor Nixon and Councillor Harvey. All those in favor? It's approved. So we'll go straight over there and get in 2.3.